Hello everyone. Welcome to Learn for Exam. I am Atreya, a 99.76 percentiler in IIFT 2017. Now before I start this video, let me tell you that we have a Learn for Exam app that is available in Google Play Store and the iOS Store, which gives you all these following benefits of tests and topic-wise videos. So please go check that out and download that. In this video, we would be talking about how to approach the quantitative ability section, the QA section in IIFT. Now, the quantitative ability section generally consists of 20 questions, and all questions have +1 marks. And if you do a mistake, you get 0.33 negative, so 1/3 of what you get as your bonus positive marks, right? Now, how to approach the QA section? The QA section of IIFT is one of the most strategic exam that you would be giving in your exam days. And why is that so? The major reason is because of the type of questions. Now the questions are divided into three categories. One are long, second are short, and the third are the types which are frequent. They can be long or short, might depend. Now the long questions essentially, it would be taking quite a bit of time to attempt these questions, because you would be taking almost around 1 minute to read the question itself. When I'm telling the questions are long, it means it has somewhere around 4 to 7 lines. And to read all the lines together with information, comprehending the question, interpreting the information, it would take at least a minute to understand what the question is saying. The short questions. Now these are questions which are basically 1 or 2 liners, but these questions are a bit difficult. And all these, however, are very subjective in nature. They differ from year to year, but this is what we have observed as IIFT gives the students every year. So these are 1 to 2 liners and they are a bit difficult. Now there are some frequent level questions. And what are the frequent questions? There are some questions from arithmetic, from geometry, and from algebra. And all these questions we do teach them in class. Last year 5 out of 20 questions were questions that I myself told the students that essentially would be coming in the exam. They have a very high chances of coming in the exam, and 5 of those questions literally came in the exam. Now what are these? Now there are a few concepts as ball drops. A ball is dropped from a certain height, it would jump up to a certain height. What is the total distance covered? This is one question. Then they give you questions on infinite GP on areas or volumes of 3D geometry or 2D geometrical figures. Now these are a few type of questions which are very common in the exam that you would be seeing. So how do I approach this section? Now approaching this section is very strategic, as I already told you people. You first have to take the exam in 3 different modes. What is the first mode? In the first mode, you need to see the entire 20 questions and you only have to attempt somewhere around 4 to 5, the most easiest ones. And these would take 3 minutes to see all the questions plus 1 minute each to solve, or let's say 1.5 minutes each to solve. So around another 6 minutes. So a total of 9 minutes for the first lap. The second lap would be the questions which are a bit difficult, but you've already identified them as doable questions. Here you would be solving somewhere around 5 to 6 questions, and each would be taking at an average of 2 to 2.5 minutes. So you have to spend around 12 minutes in this section, in this second slot. And the last one, you have to attempt somewhere around 1 to 2. Now these are the difficult questions, and you would be giving somewhere around 5 to 6 minutes. Now what is the overall output in the quantitative ability section? If I take 9 plus 12, 21 plus 5, 26 minutes. If I take 26 minutes out for the QA section, I am attempting somewhere around 10 to 12 questions at a minimum. And all these are average speeds. If you are better than the average speeds, you can attempt more questions, or you would be taking essentially a much lesser time. So we know that the total time for the exam is 120 minutes, and I am taking 20% of the time and I'm getting 10 to 12 marks. So this is essentially 25% of the cutoff at a very easy level. This is essentially not 20, but I would rather say 30% aroundish. But still, for to be in the safer side, consider this to be 25% of the cutoff. So essentially in 20% of time, you are getting 25% of the cutoff. And this is how you approach the quantitative ability section. Now, what are the major important topics that you need to focus on? From arithmetic, you need to focus on time work, percentages, and averages. From algebra, functions, logarithm, and progressions are really very important. From geometry's perspective, mensuration is really very much important. And you also get around 2 to 3 questions on PNC probability. So if this section is strong for you, you can at least attempt 1 to 2 questions easily, because PNC questions are fairly easy, they're not that difficult. So in this way, you attend the quantitative ability section, and expending 20% of the overall time, you get 25% of the cutoff. This should be the target. Apply this concept, apply this strategy that I explained here, so that in the next mock you take, so that you can get a fair idea of how things actually work, and if this is really helping you to maintain and pace your scores and your paper accordingly. I've also made similar videos for verbal ability RC section, for the GK section, and the LRDI section. So essentially, I have made 4 videos wherein you can understand how to approach the entire paper, and how to maximize the total marks that you can, and how to minimize time that you have to. Before I end, Learn for Exam does offer these courses, CAT Crash and NMAT Snap Crash courses, so you can check them out. We hold regular classes. We also have a doubt group where you can post your doubts and get them cleared. The IIFT Crash course is the one that I was talking about. Here would be covering all the question types that are fairly important for the exam's perspective. We also have a TIS 2020 course that you can check out on the website itself. And Math Snap ebook, I don't have to tell you much, right? Because our students are really loving this book, and they're really very happy about it. Uh, these are the test series that we provide you people, along with video solutions. You can check them out. We also provide free tests, so go to the website, check them out. Features of our live classes are these. It's really very hassle free and very interactive, and we have lots and lots of good results. You can pause the video and see the results and reviews that we have attached here. Also, you can connect with us over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and Snapchat at Learn for Exam. So that will be all from my end, guys, on this video. I really wish you the best of luck, and the best of luck for your preparation. Please apply the strategies that I have told in the remaining videos as well, and I really want to see you people perform good in the real IIFT exam and land at any of the 2 campuses that we have presently. All the best, guys, and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.